はい、そろそろお祈りの時間です。はい、The techniques of faster reading. In speed reading, there are several points to keep in mind. First, read only looking for the main point. Each story has one main point, and that point is the most important thing to look for. Second, read quickly, always trying to get to the end as quickly as possible. Your goal is the end of the story, and you should try to get there quickly. Third, don't worry about the minor details. Of course, sometimes details are very important, but in speed reading, details do not count. Count 数える、count 重要である。Don't matter.aren't important. 次、Mr. Stewart の家。Mr. Stewart was tired of living in his old house in the country and wanted to sell it and buy a better one. He attempted to sell it for a long time, but was not successful. So, at last, he decided to solve the problem by using an estate agent.The agent promptly advertised the house, and a few days later, the owner saw a very attractive photograph of it, with a wonderful description of its gardens in an expensive magazine. After the house owner had read the advertisement through, he hastened to telephone the estate agent and said to him, "I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, but I've decided not to sell my house after all. After reading your advertisement in that magazine, I can see that it's just a kind of house I've wanted to live in all my life." 一般認証の You know you have to read between the lines to get the most out of anything. I want to persuade you to do something equally important in the course of your reading. I want to persuade you to write between the lines. Unless you do, you are not likely to do the most efficient kind of reading. I insist ですね。Quite bluntly that marking up a book is not an act of spoiling but of love. You shouldn't mark up a book which isn't yours. Librarians or your friends who lend you books expect you to keep them clean, and you should. If you decide that I'm right about the usefulness of marking books, you'll have to buy them. Most of the world's great books are available today in reprint editions at less than $1. あともう一つ軽いやつ。ユニークな動物園。One of the most famous zoos in the world is the San Diego Zoo in California. It has more than 4,000 animals. Zoos are now better places for animals to live thanks to the San Diego Zoo. はい、パチパチパチ。